Welcome back to Nock. In this video, I'm going to be going over some more advanced tips and tricks that I didn't go over in my basic video. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link up in the corner and another one in the description. Before we get started, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 10,000 subscribers would be fantastic if you were one of them. Also like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video or the game, or any tips or tricks you have for Nock. So let's just jump into a custom game, just myself. The first thing we're going to talk about is the reticle. The reticle can be turned on in the settings, and although it seems self-explanatory, I'm going to explain it. So, first thing about the reticle is that it's got 3 dots, and those 3 dots are your 3 arrows. So it's a nice fast way of seeing your ammo count and keeping track of it. At first I thought the reticle was going to be a bit distracting, but I actually don't notice it unless I'm actually trying to use it for, say, a distance shot or a really high shot on the ceiling there to try to estimate where the ball is going to be, and the reticle does help with that. So I would recommend turning the reticle on. The second thing we're going to talk about is the blocking cubes. You probably know already that once you fire an arrow, you press the button on the controller to turn it into a cube. Now, a couple other notes about the cubes is that you can actually hit the ball first and then turn the arrow into a cube. So cubes will stop the ball's momentum and they will stop player momentum, so they can be used for both of those things. And keep in mind, they can also be used to block your opponent's line of sight. So if you just want to confuse your opponent, just block their view with a couple cubes, and then if you knock the ball away, there's a fair chance they won't know which direction it went, and you can get them on the run. Now, another item that not a lot of players know about cubes is you can actually control the angle of the cube, and that's based on the angle of your bow when you trigger the cube to block. So if you keep your bow straight, your cube is going to come out straight. If you tilt your bow forward, the cube is going to tilt as well. So in that sense, if you want to block the ball, you can keep your cube straight. In most circumstances, it's obviously going to be situational. But if you want to bank the ball as it's dropping, then maybe you want to lay your cube at an angle, like so. Definitely a more advanced tactic, but something worth knowing. Another item I didn't talk about in my basic video was turning the ball red. When the ball is red, it will demolish you. Your screen will go black, you'll be reset to your beginning position, and the other team will have an opportunity, if it's more than one player, to have a player advantage, or if it's just one player, they can just shoot right for your goal. So, to get the ball red, you want to hit it twice in the same direction. So if it's already moving a direction, you want to hit it that direction again, and then it's going to turn red for a little bit. So you don't want to be in the ball's way. When obviously your opponents may turn it red. That's Demolitions. Now, a little tip on starting positions. The 3-pack of arrows is always going to be in the same position in relation to you when you start. So you can actually start moving towards those arrows before the screen even renders. So there's a bunch of different opening moves you can do. But first off, I would suggest moving towards those arrows, and then if you want to head to the center, you can be fully stocked and sending the ball on its way. Speaking of which, there's the opening move. So grab your arrows, head to the center, and you can actually shoot the ball before it's released. And if you coordinate with your partner on a 2v2, then you can actually get the ball red and moving towards the goal before your opponents even know what hit them. So like I said, start your movement towards your arrows. Before you even render in, and you'll be in the center, fully loaded, before your opponents know what's going on. Well, there you go. There's just a few tips and tricks for Nock to help you on your way. If you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 10,000 subscribers. Be fantastic if you're one of them. Also like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video or the game, or any tips or tricks that you have for Nock. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.